What happens when your favorite Harry Potter characters get put in slightly more adult situations? The answer is Potterotica. Yep, that's erotic Harry Potter fan fiction.
Chances are you've never heard of this, and neither had we. So naturally, we wanted to make a podcast about it.
I'm Lindsay Rush.
And I'm Allie Lefevre, and this is the Potterotica Podcast, where we read a work of erotic Harry Potter fanfic, one chapter each episode. The following podcast contains adult themes, sexually explicit content.
Oh yeah.
I know, right? And strong language.
AKA, it's rated H for horny.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is it happening?
It's really happening right now.
It's happening. Also, let's talk for a second about the setup we have right now because we were told to sit farther apart.
We're about a quarter inch further from each other based on our rigging.
There's so many things we have to plug in and stuff. So we're trying to make the sound quality as great as it can be, but we don't know what we're doing.
We are hovered in my second bedroom, in between the dog crate and the spare bed.
Let's, in between the dog crate and what has to be what size is that?
That's it. That's at least a good 2.5 feet.
A 2.5 foot painting of Allie riding an elephant as one does.
As one does. As necessary.
We all have one.
Everyone has one. I mean, it's pretty common. Don't you guys all have a 2.5 foot portrait of yourself in your spare bedroom for your guests to just gaze at lovingly?
Admire. Yeah, I mean, so I have a great looking right at it the whole time we record.
I like to think it makes people feel more comfortable, like they know me more when they're...
Well, or that they're like, what's not to trust? This woman rides elephants.
Yeah, she rides elephants through the jungle, so she's just so one with nature.
She's so global.
She's so well traveled.
So that's the setup. And by that I mean we're in a professional studio in the Google building downtown, and we have like a sound engineer right here.
Yeah. Jeffrey, can you turn the volume down a little bit? Thank you.
Jeffrey, can you cut all of Allie's parts? Thank you.
Yeah, and just focus solely on Lindsay. It's the Lindsay.
Perfect.
Lindsay erotica. Lindsay.
Believe me, many have subscribed to that. Lindsay.
And can we also talk about how when we went to Starbucks the other day that your name was spelled Lindsay on your cup?
Lenzie, which my name is not easy to spell. Thanks, Mom, who's not listening.
You can just insult your mom all day long on this podcast.
Yeah, Mindy. But
with an I.
My mom spelled my name Lyndsay, which, and I don't care if Starbucks spells my name wrong. Like if people at places like that ask me like how is it spelled, I just say it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just on a cup. But this was a very extreme one, and I looked at it for a while thinking maybe there's like a Leslie that's waiting for her drink. That is exactly my drink. And no, Lindsay.
Have you ever seen an ENZ combination at the front of your name?
Me, no.
So the whole day we were calling her Lindsay. Hey,
someone
Lindsay?
asked, Mandy asked if I had said it that way, or someone did.
Yeah, I think
they're
Mandy
like, maybe
did.
you said it that way. I was like, I resent that, but yeah, maybe.
Can I have a cappuccino? Yeah, for Lindsay.
Can I get a name for the order? Lindsay. I do like Z's though. If my name was spelled with a Z, that would up my cool factor.
I mean, we can always change it. Not like you're a big shot radio host.
I just prefer. Do you remember being in middle school and everyone would sort of try to spell their names differently, just like for the heck of it? Did that happen?
Yeah, I feel like people would try I's or
like my friend Lauren tried having Lauryn, like just because like I'm Lauren.
Ooh,
just adding some sass, like which you can't do.
It's jazzy.
Yeah.
Well, my name, most people don't spell it like I do. Allie. Most people spell it Ali or Allly. So
that's right.
I feel like mine was already quite jazzy.
You could draw hearts over your eyes already.
I did. That's what I did.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, that's how I still sign them.
No, you do not.
Oh, I swear to God. Yeah.
Like on checks?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I do. I have, that's kind of my move.
Oh my God.
Allie, heart over the I.
This partnership is off. I've never seen you do that. I guess.
I mean,
where do you sign your name? Oh, it is on your email signature, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's never bothered me until now.
Isn't it heart? Is it a heart or sometimes it's a star, but it's a heart. Yeah. I know. Should I have not admitted that on the air as a woman in her 30s? Yeah, of course I still use hearts on my eyes.
I think we're going to have to ask people on our Instagram, like, if that's okay to be in your 30s and putting them. So we'll keep an eye on the Instagram.
Okay. Well,
is it the Potterotica Podcast? Is that our handle? Or is it just
Potterotica Podcast? At Potterotica Podcast.
Well, now that we've gone there, it is Chapter 5, right?
It is. Chapter 5.
Chapter 5. We left Snape and Hermione when they were both dripping wet. He was not even half aroused. He had a twitch. And they were just standing at each other, and Hermione said something at the end. What did she say?
She said, with you. She was like...
Oh, like,
she wanted to be
worship
worshipped.
me.
Yeah, worshipped by him.
Huh. So let's hope that he gets to worshiping. That's my hope.
This could be the chapter. This could be the ultimate worship. Maybe
Danny's gonna be so mad if this is when it happens and he's not here.
Oh, he's gonna be so angry.
Well, it's not his podcast.
He wanted to be here for all the major sexing,
which I thought was gonna be the whole series. But sometimes erotica doesn't go the way you think it's gonna go, and that's the lesson.
That is the ultimate lesson. That's what we've been trying to convey.
The ultimate life lesson.
It is. We would like to think of this as the updated version of Aesop's fables, where we're teaching like morality, and the moral is erotica doesn't always go the way you planned. Yep. Sometimes there's real emotion involved.
Right. And
well, that's a worship, which I think is kind of sexy.
Well, then this is for you.
This is for me. This is my kind of erotica. So I'm going to read this chapter.
What's it called?
Chapter 5 is called Expectations.
That still isn't very promising.
I mean, what do you want it to be called? Like plow or something?
The last one was like a conversation or something like that. Expectation sounds like they're still just like laying out the rules of this affair.
If she's freshly 18, they probably have to set up some clear teacher
like a witness.
Teacher student boundaries here. You're probably gonna have sign a consent form.
I'll tell you, my expectations for this chapter is that people better get naked.
Freaky.
Well, they're already naked. They better get on top of each other.
I want to see some pube stroking.
Well, didn't chapter 3 describe his as very silken?
Yeah, which is totally unexpected for me.
Yeah.
I imagine his to be coarse and rough, like an animal or something.
Right.
Not like...
Well, I don't think anyone's pubes are silken.
No, they're like white.
The nature of the beast is that they're supposed to like
wiry, like a little
right.
wiry.
They're supposed to like protect from. Isn't that like that is the reason for body hair?
It's like a barbed wire fence.
No. You know what I'm saying? Body hair, like eyebrows, exist to keep like.
That's why they're more coarse,
right? To keep it out of like
bacteria and debris.
Debris. I'm just picturing for some reason like a half tree trunk.
Food particles. I don't know.
Loose debris, like a truck tire.
Yeah, like a log rolling down a highway off a truck.
Just gravel. That's how coarse Snape's pubic hair is that it can be like, nope.
It's just gravel and tree trunks just bouncing off of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry I made that sound effect.
Oh, it really got me going. So I'm happy about it.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Please.
Hermione, what are you suggesting crosses the boundaries of a teacher-student relationship? Snape replied, I am supposed to teach you, protect you, not, Snape's voice went a bit raw, not worship you. He concluded for lack of a better word.
Well, yeah, you're just supposed to be her teacher.
Yeah,
yes,
generally to educate and inform.
That is the jam.
Okay. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. I feel like I'm reading uncomfortably right now. Because I don't know what's going to happen. I want to know what it's like, what you mean by worship, Professor. It would be teaching, in a way, Hermione said softly. We've already gone too far, Snape said. I don't think it wise, Hermione. He slipped his arm into one robe sleeve and then the other. Hermione watched as he tied the sash, her belly tight with disappointment. She walked toward him, and Snape momentarily closed his eyes against her. I thought you said I was beautiful. I thought you thought I was special.
Now she is putting on the moves.
Oh, she just turned the heat up.
I'm sorry, is it hot in here? Or is it just Hermione's game? Girl.
I mean, she's now using a little bit of like Jedi mind tricks.
She's using his words back on her.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. This girl knows. She knows what she's doing. Snape's dark eyes opened, first resting on her wet hair, then her face. Her brown eyes were hard, almost angry, as she stood there, nude and still glistening from the water.
Note, her vagina, her mystical muff glistening in the water.
Glistening to and fro. A droplet slowly coursed down her temple, and he fought the urge to retrieve it with the tip of his tongue.
Don't fight it, Snape.
No.
If the first time they touch is him licking her temple, I'm out of here.
That's classic Snape foreplay. Everybody knows that.
It's like you start at the temples. Then you take 5 chapters and work your way down to the chin.
You work down the bridge of your the bridge of your nose.
Stay there for a while. Camp out. Oh man, that I think I want to write like if Snape was writing like a cool article for like GQ,
some
you know,
Men's
like
Health
Snape,
magazine.
Men's Health, like Snape's Guide to Foreplay and like his erogenous zones.
I would love to see like a graph, like,
a map,
like a temple. Yeah, like a.
Okay, we have to. Someone needs to make this, or we will make it. Of all where he thinks
like the hot zones.
It's like just the left armpit for some reason. Yes.
I like.
Are they called erogenous?
Yeah, erogenous zones.
Yeah.
It would be like the bridge of the nose.
Well, we know the temple.
I think somewhere like, I don't know, like in between your third and fourth finger.
Sure. There'd be something.
Yeah.
Her navel. Or belly is how they'd say it.
Her belly.
Belly.
Mm. And he fought the urge to retrieve it with the tip of his tongue. You are, and I do. You have always been special. I don't feel special. I feel like I'm a fraud, she blurted out. And I'm scared everyone will find out that I'm not this fantastic person they've made me out to be. That there's nothing more to me than books and dumb luck. Even Ron finds me dull. The truth comes out. And he knows me. Why else would he want to see other witches? And I'm standing here naked in front of you, and even you don't want me. Snape shook his head slowly. It's not that I don't want you, Hermione, but engaging you would bring complications. You are my student. To engage a I wouldn't be your student right now if not for the final battle.
Wait, so first of all, bravo.
Thank you.
It was beautiful.
I'd like to thank God.
And secondly,
the Academy.
So what does this mean time period-wise? I wish Danny was here.
So basically it sounds like they had to rebuild a bit of Hogwarts and their final year got pushed back.
So she is 18.
She's 18.
We'll say it per episode until it's true, but she's 18.
She's 18.
But this is actually proof.
This is
I
proof.
feel like Miss Fig knew that and wrote that in.
Absolutely. Miss Fig was ahead of her time. Okay.
Wait, I have another thought when she's like, I'm standing here naked in front of you, you don't want me. Like, if you're naked in front of someone and you're having to, like, convince them, put on your bathrobe and leave. The battle's lost. I know that she likes this, but if you have to be like, please worship me, please tell me I'm special, I'm naked, all my clothes are off, and he's still like, I'm not sure, you should leave.
This is a PSA to every female, witch or not, whether you're a witch or a non-witch or a muggle, is never beg to hook up with a guy if he's like
especially if
rejecting
he's your
you blatantly. Or don't. You know, we all need lessons to learn. Okay.
He was saying to engage a student.
To engage, yes, that's right. I wouldn't be your student right now if not for the final battle. I'd be out of Hogwarts. I'm going to be 20 years old this year. I'm not a child. And So she's almost 20.
My gosh.
Oh my, this whole time we were sweating bullets that she was 17.
Or that they hadn't thought of it, that Miss Fig hadn't thought of that.
Oh,
and I went, she's 20?
She's 20, yes. Almost 20. So, I mean, that's a perfect age. Great.
It's the perfect age to seduce your professor.
It is. That's what I like to think
at least when you're in college and you're seducing a professor.
Yeah.
And that's just like a different life choice. It's not illegal.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Okay.
Still unethical.
So I feel unethical, but not illegal. So we like to teeter that line.
That's where I like to live, right in between.
Right in between.
It's cozy.
Jail time and guilty conscience is like my sweet spot.
Definitely closer to guilty conscience. But still,
you never know. I'm not a child, and Hermione's voice faltered. For once in my life, I'd like to feel truly special. I'd like to feel the way you say I am, worthy to be worshipped, just because I'm me. Not a brain, not a hero, just me. I've never told anyone that before. Snape just looked at her, the blank expression once again on his pale face.
It's the worst response when you're like, I've never told anyone this before, and they're like, I have nothing to say.
You're like checking for a pulse to see if he's even like with you anymore. And Snape was dead.
Turns out
he died 13 minutes ago.
Snape was checking his texts.
Suddenly, Hermione felt very ashamed of herself and visibly wilted before Snape. She was begging him to shag her.
Oh.
Because of her low self-esteem and need for validation. Wow. We just threw that out there.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. Oh, so I think this is her realizing
this. Is her realization.
That's good.
And she was begging him to shag her because of her low self-esteem and need for validation. And probably because of Ron, too. It was clear she was no longer attractive to him. She just wanted to be wanted by someone. How pitiful was that?
Listen, Hermione, we've all been there. You know, it's January in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's as lonely as it gets. I want to be wanted, Hermione.
I want to be wanted. Everyone wants to be wanted.
Have I gotten naked in a shared bathroom and hit on my professor? No. But I may get there. There's still like 17 more months of winter left here.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a lonely time.
So we could be inserting Lindsay for Hermione for Lindsay in like a month and a half.
Just wait.
Hermione looked down at the floor, feeling as if she were less than nothing. I'm sorry, she whispered. I know I shouldn't have tried to make you do this. Hermione turned and walked back to the towels, her entire body colored pink with shame. With her back to Snape, she picked one up and began to dry her hair. Snape watched as she tossed it to one side and caught it between the fabric, stroking downward to pull away the water, the tangles turning to waves. He watched the flexing of her shoulder bones, the curving of her spine, the way her body shifted subtly, still beautiful in the soft light.
I like that she's like, I'm giving up, but won't put on clothes yet.
Oh, yeah.
She's not giving up. That's like the I'm leaving. And then it like takes a really long time to get her things.
And then you're like, I can't get an Uber. And you're like fiddling with your keys for an hour and a half. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, Ubers are double price right now.
I was thinking the other day, though, about how pre-Uber, it was probably a lot easier to get like, how am I trying to say this? To spend the night at a guy's house, like if he didn't want you there. Like it's either like you drive me home or you have to go and like hail a cab. But now with Uber, he's like, just get a cab. Or vice versa, of course. But you know, like once upon a time you were sort of like, if you're at someone's house or they're at your house and it's late at night,
like you're stuck.
You're stuck or they're stuck at your place. And now it's like, there's no, will you drive me home? It's like, I'll order you an Uber.
Yeah, well, especially in the suburbs. So like we grew up in the burbs.
Oh, right.
So you weren't taking any cab. Like there wasn't a cab to be found.
Right.
Now even Ubers, I was just in Michigan and Ubers are still a little hard to come by. So they might still be able to pull the I need to sleep over card.
Right.
But in the city, like you're out the door.
You're out. Also, is it true that Austin, Texas does not have Uber?
No,
right?
They banned it.
So they like went back a couple years. That'd be like suddenly to be like, oh, I guess, yeah.
And I guess that you don't have quite the same walk of shame. Like now you don't have a drive like, oh, he has to drive me home in the morning or I have to drive him. Right. That whole awkward thing. And then you don't really have a walk of shame. You can just like skip a quick cab and you're out.
Once I left a guy's house, I really hope none of my parents are listening. I left a guy's house and I realized I had just put my coat on because I was trying to sneak out. I had put my coat on, and I was carrying a clutch that night, and the clutch was still, like, I'd left it on the couch, but I put my coat on, and it had my phone in the pocket. And I sneak out, and as his apartment door is shutting behind me, I realize I don't have my purse. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy is asleep. I'm either going to have to knock on the door to be like, I just tried to like Houdini you, but I forgot my purse. Hi. But because of Uber, I was like, I have my phone. That's all I need. I can get home. I don't need money. I don't need, you know what I mean? Like back, you would have been like, how am I ever, I wouldn't have a CTA card or cash. And so I just left. And then like an hour later or something, was like, oh crap. I still had to be like, I left my purse there, but that's different than knocking on the door and they know that 15 seconds ago you were trying to sneak out.
That changes the whole game.
Thanks, Uber.
This episode is dedicated specifically to Lyft and Uber. You have changed everything.
Thank you for saving
for
us.
all of us.
Wow. Okay, now that I've confessed my soul on Uber, oh yeah,
what
still
if
beautiful.
What if we get sponsored by Uber because of this?
I can't wait.
Oh my god. Saving Walk of Shame since 2012. Okay. He could also feel her sadness and her shame. She had nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone wanted to feel appreciated. Her eyes wet, Hermione continued drying her hair, but she was listening closely for the door to open and close, for Snape to leave. My form of worship is most likely quite different than what you've experienced with Weasley, a soft voice suddenly said in her ear.
Okay, he's on board. He's on board.
And he's like whispering in her ear.
Like he's been thinking about it and he's like, okay, but you might not like this.
Yeah.
But what does that mean? Well, of course, sex with Snape versus sex with Ron, very different.
I'm sure he goes like, I feel like he's going like right for anal.
Snape?
That could be a Snape.
Oh my gosh,
move.
So his erogenous zones are just temple, chin, and then just butthole. It's very different.
It's very different than the average wizard. My form of worship is most likely quite different than what you've experienced with Weasley, a soft voice suddenly said in her ear. Hermione turned and found herself standing very close to Snape. His discarded robe was crumpled on the floor, next to the pool.
So he took it off because he used to be wearing it.
Yeah, he's ready. Her breasts were only inches from his bare chest, and he looked down at her. Professor, she began. Shh. Shh. I need you to listen, so you understand me and know what to expect from me.
Expectations.
Wait a minute. This is very 50 Shades of Grey.
It is.
This is like,
totally is.
This could be very like dominatrixy. What to expect from me, Snape said quietly, taking one of her hands in his, then gently caressing the knuckles before that's the other erogenous zone.
But like, I feel like he would be like every single knuckle individually. She'd be like, come on.
10 fingers. Then gently caressing the knuckles before bringing the back of her hand to his lips and resting it against them.
This is the first physical contact. This is the first kiss.
I know. He kissed the knuckle of her index finger tenderly.
Wait, that's a second knuckle kiss.
That's his go-to move. Everyone knows that. He kissed the knuckle of her index finger tenderly, surrounding it with his warm mouth and suckling it gently before moving up to her finger to the next next knuckle and kissing it.
Wait, how many more knuckles do you think? At least one more. At least one more.
I'd say we're going at least 3 knuckles. Moving up her finger to the next knuckle and kissing it. He then moved.
No. Don't say it. It's another
He then moved to the top knuckle.
No.
He then moved to the top knuckle and repeated the kiss, turning her hand slightly.
She has 3 knuckle kisses.
He then kissed the tops of all 4 fingers.
Okay, we have to know that we have not read this, so we could never have guessed that he would that he loves kissing all fingers.
He was a knuckle guy. Oh my god. Okay. He then moved to the top knuckle and repeated the kiss, turning her hand slightly. He then kissed the tops of all 4 fingers and turned her palm to face him. He pressed his lips to the fleshy mound beneath the thumb. his mouth moist and warm against the inner skin. Hermione stared at him, her mouth slightly parted and eyes half-lidded as he kissed her palm several times, slowly and sensually, his fingers caressing the back of her hand until he ended his ministrations with a gentle kiss of her wrist.
So he's like, it might be very different than you're used to with Weasley because you guys actually have sex. I'm just a hand guy.
All hand, all day.
It's like Snape's hand job. It's just like knuckle, 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 thumb.
Back to knuckle, top of fingers.
Knuckle, thumb, knuckle, wrist, knuckle, thumb. Palm, palm.
Palm, palm, knuckle, and we finished with a wrist. And fiend. Okay. Oh, Hermione breathed up at him as the corner of his mouth curved and pleasure fitted in his eyes. God, that was the sexiest, hottest thing she'd ever felt.
That is too bad. That is really too bad.
She's 19.
She's 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean.
Yeah, okay.
But when you were 20, was that the sexiest thing you had ever felt?
No. Like a knuckle kiss?
It's very gentlemanly, though. It is. It's like a scene from Romeo and Juliet. It's like the aquarium scene. Or like the ballroom scene.
May I just say, I had that poster in my bedroom, the aquarium of Leo through the fishes.
So did I. It was above my bed on the ceiling.
Mine was behind my bed.
Oh, my God.
Next to a Michael Jordan poster. No, it was Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman. And they were like lightning bolts was coming from their feet. And it was like very, 1996
Was
Bulls.
that like from when he did Space Jam?
I don't know. No. All three of them weren't in Space Jam, were they? Dennis Rodman wasn't in Space Jam.
No, but like, was that the era?
No, it was like, it was like 96, 97.
Okay. Top of their game. Mm-hmm. I had, my bedroom was covered with, this is almost embarrassing to admit, Zachary Ty Bryan pictures, the oldest son from Home Improvement.
Wow.
I had like an infatuation with him.
What?
Like
what?
Hundreds. I used to get Bop and Big Bopper and Teen Beat and Tiger Beat magazine, like obsessed with Zachary Ty Bryan.
In like 8th grade or like 9th grade?
I feel like
middle
I was
school.
in middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was like middle school.
That's amazing. He also went through sort of a portly stage.
I think he kind of went into it and never returned.
But you still were like clipping out these clips.
Well, it's so weird because I reflect back and I look at him next to Jonathan Taylor Thomas and I think, like, what was I thinking? Like, Randy was so much cuter than
also, his
Brad.
name was Randy.
Randy.
Do you remember when Mark went through a goth phase?
Oh, yeah.
I have such a vivid memory of my dad laughing so hard at Tim Allen doing his, like, grunting thing, like, more power.
Oh.
But, like, every episode just ended where Tim Allen would rig something with more power. Al would be furious, and it would blow up in his face. And that was the...
That's like the
comedy.
plot.
That is
the whole
pure
plot.
comedy.
Oh, funny side note. I don't think I've thought of this since junior high. Me and my friend Jenny, God, Jenny, I hope you're listening right now. We wrote into Big Bopper magazine because we felt like Mark, the youngest son from Home Improvement, was like the neglected son. We're like, we bet he doesn't have any fans. So we wrote in a love poem about him where we spelled out his name, Taryn Noah Smith. And we, for each letter...
His name.
Oh, yeah, I did.
That feels like a very 90s thing to have 3 names.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Zachary Ty Bryan, Taryn Noah Smith.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Or just that show.
It could be just that show. And we put like a word next to each letter. And I remember T was tantalizing. And then we went down and like spelled out his name, and it got published. And I have somewhere in my basement is that Big Bopper magazine.
Which I don't remember that being one of them. I remember Teen Beat and Tiger Beat and Bop.
Bop and Big Bopper were like the same-ish.
What was the difference?
I think it was just like additional photos. So like if you were a psychotic teen girl like I was, like you just demanded buying both. It was literally the exact same magazine with a different logo.
They all were the same magazine.
Yeah.
Gosh, do you remember Brad Renfro?
Oh.
Isn't he?
R.I.P. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same with
Jonathan Brandis.
And they always were
he was smoking hot.
So cute. You know who else was my crush at that time? Do you remember the movie Little Giants?
Yeah.
His name was, come on.
Thomas Ian Nicholas. No. I'm thinking of...
He was blonde. He was then in another weird
Devon
one.
Sawa?
Yes, Devon Sawa.
The scene in Casper with Devon Sawa.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, I told you I was a good dancer. Oh, my God.
I need to rewatch all of those films.
It's my dream.
Okay, let's get back to these guys.
Okay, sorry, we derailed into 7th grade shenanigans.
Oh, it was the hottest thing she'd ever felt in her life. God.
Oh, God. Even if Snape didn't see the obvious desire in Hermione's eyes, he had felt the quickened pulse of her blood beneath his lips when they were pressed to the veins of her delicate wrist. I am slow, he said to her softly. I don't rush. I savor. For this reason, I have had few satisfying encounters.
Like most women aren't up for it?
I guess. Oh. He's called himself out. Hermione suddenly closed her mouth, aware that she was probably very lacking in sexual skills. She hadn't had a lot of practice. Maybe she wouldn't satisfy him. But the reason they didn't satisfy me was because the scant partners I had were too impatient and too aggressive. I derive my pleasure from giving pleasure, not domination. I have little desire to put my cock in any other place other than where it is meant to go.
Oh, so he's not gonna...
You're not an oral guy.
Interesting. Okay. Well, who knows what it means by meant to?
Yeah, I mean, with Snape's track record, he could shove it in your ear hole. My mouth and my hands do all the other exploring, he said softly. I love the scent and feel and taste of a woman. I worship the landscape of her body, especially the parts taken for granted. Like the crook of her arm.
Oh my God. We literally called this.
Someone please make an erogenous
so now we have
map.
So in this it's been temple,
all
the knuckles in the palm of the wrist, crook of arm.
And I'd like to just throw in the bridge of the nose because it just feels really right.
I would like to stay true to the text.
Okay. Could you please create 2 versions? Okay. Like, oh God, I just read ahead really quickly. Like the crook of her arm. Sorry. Like the crook of her arm or the sensitive flesh of her armpit.
We literally called those.
The back of her knees, the sweep of her spine, the curve of her ankle, the arch of her foot. So many places, so many special places generally ignored.
Okay, this map is going to be perfect.
Recap. Arch of her foot, curve of the ankle, the spine, the back of the knees, the armpit, crook of the arm.
It's so gross though, because if you think
temple,
of like armpit, crook, and back of knee are all like sweaty places.
Yeah, he's into it.
All right.
Okay. You don't like blowjobs? Hermione.
That's what I say when I walk into any party.
Yeah, that's the first thing you
just go, you don't like blowjobs? And they're like, can I get you something to drink? I just want to get the pulse of the room.
Excuse me, who did you come with?
I'm like, Allie.
I feel like I have to say that again. You don't like blowjobs?
Try doing it now as though she's like really like
sexy and like,
yeah, and like try like she wants him to
surprised.
Want it. Mm-hmm.
You don't like blowjobs?
It's good.
Hermione asked him, surprised. I've had them, but it depends. They aren't necessary with me. As I said, I derive my pleasure by giving pleasure. You will have to be patient with me. I am not the kind of wizard that goes hard and fast. I am slow, easy.
He's like the first guy on the planet who's like, nah, I'll pass on a blowjob. I just want to give pleasure. Yeah. This is like the opposite.
This is like a historic moment for womankind.
Wow.
Hermione was once again mesmerized. The way he described his technique was so different than what she believed wizards wanted during sex. It's the only time I can turn away from harshness, Snape continued softly. The only time I can feel some physical semblance of tender connection in my life.
Aww.
Many women don't understand that need. They feel a man must pummel them to near unconsciousness to prove he's a man.
Not the women I know. Women don't feel that way.
I mean, well, you know.
I mean, sometimes.
Sometimes. You want a good, you want a hair pull and some ass slapping and some pummeling.
But like pummel.
Not like straight pummel
pummel
all the time.
them to near unconsciousness.
Yeah, I don't want to be unconscious. That would also classify as unconsenting sex.
Yes.
So we don't want that. They feel a man must pummel them to near unconsciousness to prove he's a man. I prefer to hear a woman sigh her pleasure than to screech it. I prefer to know her climax as a result of artful application rather than beaten out of her. That brings me satisfaction. Unfortunately, it also makes the majority of women feel I'm not good.
I don't think that would be... I feel like, how could that seems like a winning approach.
Yeah, I would think so. You sound very good to me, Professor, Hermione breathed. Her entire body was tingling from head to toe, and she wished with all her heart that he would just show her.
Same.
Call me Severus.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, so we did get some touching.
Okay.
We have some
we
knuckle
got to
kissing.
first base.
I cannot believe that we were... But they didn't kiss on the lips. I don't think we can call that first base. That's like
we have like
That's
we
like
have
warm
a
up.
fall. This is what we have. We have a ball that looks like it's going into my analogy.
Are you trying to do a sports analogy
I
right
was
now?
trying to do a sports analogy.
They look like we have a ball that we think is not going to be a foul.
Anyway, no, they're not at first base.
I don't know enough about baseball to do what's pre first base. They're just swinging.
You swing and it ends up
that's
being a
what
ball,
you're
and you think it's going to be fair.
yeah.
Ball. You think it's fair and
So
it's
this
foul.
is a foul ball.
Yeah, so we just hit a foul.
Or we don't know.
Yeah, we should be sportscasters.
ESPN, you can direct all of your correspondence to
hi@potteroticapodcast.com, and we are accepting offers right now. With the Chicago winning the Cubs, I think that we're on to something.
You just said with Chicago winning the Cubs. So we are already so good. We've got Chicago winning the Cubs in the baseball time.
In the baseball time with the nuts and the hoops.
2 more balls and this one's going to be a fair fall. Just call me sportscaster.
So you should not direct all correspondence to Lindsay Rush only.
Well,
Okay, well, that did not end with as much sexiness as we had hoped, but
we're
they're revving
finally
up.
making some progress.
This is some headway.
This means chapter 6 is going to be chapter sex.
Chapter sex, like
Lindsay.
Lindsay says it's chapter sex. Okay.
Well, and we know she's 20. We know things are happening. He's into it. He wants to go slow. I love it.
His
This is gonna be
erogenous
great.
his erogenous zones are like
He's hit them all.
impeccable.
The fact that he did 4 more knuckles after the other knuckle, it's like we're like in her, did we write this?
It feels like we're in his brain. Like I know what Snape would do now. I feel like we know the sexiness patterns of Snape.
We really have to make the Snape's erogenous zones, or someone does.
Okay.
Well, next week I think it's gonna get
This is it.
even sexier.
Okay.
Chapter 6 coming up.
Chapter sex. Coming on up. For more erotic goodness, you can follow us on Instagram at Potterotica Podcast.
Or on Facebook just by searching Potterotica Podcast.
Or you can join our private Facebook group, the Potterotics.
And if you want to do us a huge favor, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review.
But only if it's nice.
Right.